Maybe this will be it. And you start making yourself into a pretzel in small ways and changing. And then there you are, a pretzel, and there are all these red flags, and you haven't paid attention.
There's so much wisdom in the room today. I would love to talk about your very, very best advice to offer to modern singles of absolutely any age.
I think that it's important when we're single to look at what is our vision of a relationship. What is it that I really want in a relationship? And who am I and what do I offer? Many people say, well, I don't know who my soulmate should be. What should I look for? And I usually ask, what do you have to offer? Who are you? What are your thoughts, feelings, behaviors? What are you doing in a relationship? Your needs and desires. And let's start with that. Whatever you do and you want, let's look at if the other person can offer you the same. That's just minimum.
Yeah.
And then after that, we can go into what is it that I want to grow to? Who am I now? And what is the vision of myself in the future? And can look at also seeing if I'm going to be with someone, do they also share the same vision with me in the future, or their vision is completely off and somewhere else?
I think a prime thing, if I had to give just one, I really want to give two. Piggybacking on what you said, I think first of all, you have to know yourself. Do the work, do your own work, get very, very clear about who you are. But secondly, and then go slowly.
Yeah.
Please go slowly. No matter what age you are, go slowly. Because you have to grow and evolve and connect and learn and be curious and forgive and work through. And don't try to do that faster than it is wise to do.
I would say, I think if I could go back in time to the single me, I would say you need to let go a little bit. Let go of some of those goals, because I think as children, I work with children now, they're extremely mindful. They get lost in their everyday experience. They play with little things on the ground for hours. And somehow, as we get older, we get so focused on this end goal that it completely consumes us. So if we let go a little bit, everything you psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually reap now when you're single, you will be in your relationship going forward. So try to fulfill some of that as a single.
You know, I really love that. And what I've been telling people lately is look at every date like a practice date, not like, is he the one? And sit there trying to figure it out. Because when you show up on a date with that kind of desperate energy, even though you're not speaking it, they feel it and it puts pressure on them. So just pretend it's a practice date. It doesn't really count. Be your most fun, curious self. Ask lots of interesting questions, but don't be there like, oh my God, I hope you're the one.
But how do they do that, right? Because it becomes, the next thought is, oh, I'm having fun on this date, it's a practice. Am I gonna marry this person? In the back of your head. Are they marriage material?
You have to really become an emotionally mature adult at that point and start to manage your thoughts and your beliefs and your emotions and say, well, I wanna be with somebody great. I am somebody great. Make sure before you walk out the front door to the date, you blow yourself a kiss in the mirror, right? And remember, you're the prize, you're the queen. And then go there and be gracious like a queen would be. Get to know them like you wanna befriend them, not like you wanna trap them.
What I usually tell my clients who are single is sit down and write a list of 100 items. I know it's too much, but I'll tell you why I'm saying 100. So let's put in the 5 absolutely non-negotiable that has to be there. And then from there, start with all of the joy and things that you want to have and the goals that you have in a relationship, the skills you have, the skills you want them to have. Based on this, probably around 20-25 of them are things you already know and your parents did and did not do. And then I want you to learn. I want you to read books. I want you to go watch videos. I want you to go look at all the healthy relationships that are there, gain the skills and kind of put them in the list that you have. And then when you go to the date, then just remember the list. You're not going to sit there and interview every one of them, but you know. And as you're sitting there relaxed, looking and talking and exploring, you're getting the information that you need, whether this person is really a match for you.
And don't be so desperate that you ignore red flags.
Right.
because sometimes we're just so excited that maybe this will be it, and you start making yourself into a pretzel in small ways and changing, and then there you are, a pretzel, and there are all these red flags, and you haven't paid attention, and then you've spent all of that time and made all that investment. So be aware of red flags. Listen to them, the message they have when they're flapping in the breeze there. Notice them, because they are important, and you could shortcut your journey.
So you heard it from the panel here. If you are single and looking for love, the best advice is to know yourself, get mature about dating, recognize what you bring to the table and what you need from a dating relationship. Don't be afraid to be single, but get back out there.